The poem Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth unfolds a world of beauty and happiness. Nature is full of life, beauty, charm, and sweetness. Plants and flowers add beauty of nature. Birds with their song and dance provide a great excitement. What is more, every object in nature has a living spirit, which is like the soul in human beings. Like human beings, every flower enjoys the air it breathes. But it is a pity that man has been very cruel to humanity by ignoring his link with nature and running after material things. Man has lost his link with nature. Man's separation from nature is the main cause of all his worries. He must go back to nature if he wants to regain his lost happiness. The poet rejoices in the sights and sounds of nature. Once, while in a grove, he sat reclined, that is, in a relaxed position. He hears 1,000 blended notes, that is, a lot of various sounds and songs. That he finds solace and becomes much pleased in the songs of birds and music of the woods. At the same time, some sad thoughts come into his mind and he becomes pensive. He went into a deep thought. Here, the poet appreciates the nature for the abilities of linking a human soul to herself. Man and nature are strongly linked, but the poet feels grief while thinking about how cruelly man has separated himself from Mother Nature. Man has created disharmony among his fellow beings and nature. He advises all his fellow beings to love nature and experience its beauty. Create harmony. That is the holy plan of nature. That is the secret of happiness. It is not far beyond. It is around us. Open your inner mind and thoughts and feel it. Next, poetic devices used in this poem are personification, visual image, auditory image, alliteration, rhyme scheme. Let's say personification. Personification is the attribution of a personal nature or human characteristics to something non-human. That is giving human quality to inanimate things or objects. Let's go through the example once again. To her fair works did nature link. And this my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. Breathing is actually a human quality. It gives to inanimate things. The budding to spread up their fan to catch the breezy air. So personification means giving human quality to inanimate objects or things. Next, visual image. It is a picture that enters the eyes. Okay, it appeals to the sense of sight. Visualizing. While go through the poem, we can visualize the images that the poet is used. The birds around me hoped and played. Periwinkle, primrose, all these are examples, etc. are examples of visual images that we can visualize the image what the poet used there in the poem. Next, to auditory image, it is used to explain things, ideas and actions using sounds that appeal to our sense of hearing. Visual images means we can visualize the image. Auditory means hearing. Example, I heard 1,000 blended notes. It shows the sound. Okay, words used to express the sounds. Next one, rhyme scheme, children. Rhyming words, you know that the words at the end of each line having the same sounds. That is rhyming words. Rhyme scheme means we are giving same alphabet to the same sounds. That is rhyme scheme. Look at here, children. The words I have written here, notes, reclined thoughts and mind, are the end words of each line in first stanza. Okay. Here, notes. It gives a sound. So we just give an alphabet A. Then in the second line, the end word is reclined. Do the words, notes and reclined having the same sound? No. It is different. So we just give the alphabet B. Next one, thoughts. In the third line, thoughts, the end word. Here, notes and thoughts having the same sounds, so we give the same alphabet A to the word thought. Then next mind, reclined and mind having the same sound, so we have given B. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is AB, AB. Next one, alliteration. Alliteration means repeated initial consonant sounds in a single line. Consonant sounds means except vowel sounds, all other sounds are called consonant sounds. Vowel sounds, we know that children, A, E, I, O, U. These are vowel sounds. Except vowel sounds, all other sounds are termed consonant sounds. So alliteration means in a single line, repeated initial. Initial means first one. Starting. Repeated initial consonant sounds in a single line. Look at the example here. What man has made of man? In this line, the alphabet or the sound M is repeated in man, made and man. Okay, and it should be very closer. Okay, the words should be very closer, and here M is repeated. The M is the consonant sound that is repeated in a single line. That is what man has made of man. So alliteration, repeated initial consonant sounds in a single line. Next we move on to language activities. You have studied 4 types of sentences, that is declarative, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory sentence. Declarative sentence means it makes a statement, that is declarative sentence. One example, a lie told often enough becomes the truth. She is a beautiful girl. This is book. All these are declarative sentence, and it also ends with a full stop. The next one, interrogative sentence, that is question. Ask a question. What is history but a fable agreed upon? What's your name? Where is he? All the questions are interrogative sentence, and it ends with question mark. Next one, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence gives command, order, request, everything. Get in your tanks. Go outside. Please help me. All these are imperative sentence. It also ends with a full stop. Last one, exclamatory sentence. It expresses emotions, sudden and strong emotions. Ouch, that hurts. Wow, alas. All these are exclamatory sentence, and it ends with exclamation mark. So 4 types of sentences: declarative, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. Declarative means it is a statement and it ends with a full stop. Interrogative, questions, ends with a question mark. Imperative, advice, request, order, command, and it also ends with a full stop. Exclamatory sentence express our strong or sudden feelings or emotions, and it ends with the exclamation mark. Next one, affirmative or positive sentences and negative sentences. What is positive sentence? Sentences which state positive facts are called positive sentences. Sentences that express negative ideas are called negative sentences, and we can easily find out the negative sentence, that is not. Not shows negative, but not only the word not, but also there are so many words that give negative idea to the sentence. Words like never, nobody, no one, nowhere, no, none, not, hardly, scarcely, barely, rarely, all these are negative words. These words give negative idea to the sentences. Children, let's consider the following sentence. The boys are playing in the ground. Shall we classify this sentence as noun phrase and verb phrase? Let's see, children. Children, first of all, you want to know what is noun phrase and what is verb phrase. Already we have discussed here what is a noun and what is a verb. Noun is a naming word. It names a person, place, animal, thing or idea. And verb is an action word. So what is noun phrase and what is verb phrase? Let's see, children. Noun phrase. The term noun phrase refers to a group of words which act like a noun. What is noun phrase? It refers to a group of words which act like a noun. Words can go before the noun. That is, look at the example, the great river. Here, river is the noun, and before the noun river, we used the words the great. So, the great river, it is considered as noun phrase. Children, words can go before the noun as well as after the noun. Let's see one more example. Man of honor. Here, man is the noun, and we used of honor the words after the noun man. So we get man of honor, that is noun phrase. Is it clear for you, children? Words that can modify a noun are as follows. Listen, children. Articles, that is a, and, the. Then possessives, that is my, his, mine, grandfather's, teachers, your, their, etc. Then demonstratives, this, that, these, those. Then adjectives. Already we have discussed adjectives. That is adjectives describe noun or pronoun. That is old, long, smart, beautiful, etc. Then numerals. That is numbers 3, 5, 1, 2, like that way. Ordinals, that is in position first, second, last, third. Then quantifiers, that is all, some, few, many, more, little, a few, a little, like that. See, children, articles, possessives and demonstratives are called determiners. Okay, articles, possessives and demonstratives are called determiners. So we have discussed here noun phrase. That is, noun phrase refers to a group of words which act like a noun. Next, we are going to discuss verb phrase. What is a verb phrase? Verb phrases are verbs that are made up of more than one word. Already we have discussed about verb. That is, verb is an action word that everyone knows it. Am I right, children? So, verb phrase means verb phrases are verbs that are made up of more than one word. Okay, verb phrases are verbs but that are made up of more than one word. Look at the example. Look at the first example, children. Dogs chase cats. It is not an example of verb phrase because here it has only one verb, that is chase. But look at this example, children. Dogs are chasing cats. It is an example for verb phrase because the verb is made up of are plus chasing. That is, chase is the verb. We added the auxiliary verb are. So what is verb phrase? Verb phrases are verbs that are made up of more than one word. Now, look at this sentence, children. The boys are playing in the ground. We can divide or classify this sentence as noun phrase and verb phrase. Then what is noun phrase here? The boys. Boy is the noun and we added the article the along with the noun boy. So we got the noun phrase the boys. Then are playing in the ground is the verb phrase. See, children, the boys, noun phrase, and are playing in the ground, verb phrase. Again, we can classify the noun phrase as article and head noun. Here the article, the, and the head noun, boys. Now, children, can you identify any other phrases in the verb phrase are playing in the ground? Listen carefully. Here, in the ground, can you see the phrase in the ground? It is called prepositional phrase. what is called prepositional phrase. So what is prepositional phrase? A prepositional phrase contains a preposition and the noun it refers to. A prepositional phrase contains a preposition and the noun it refers to. So here in the ground is termed as prepositional phrase. Here in is the preposition and the ground is the noun refers here. Again we can classify this verb phrase as children are auxiliary verb, play main verb, in preposition, the article, ground noun, and in the ground prepositional phrase. Now look at another example. The old grandfather was helpless. How can we classify this sentence as noun phrase and verb phrase? Let's see children. Here the noun phrase is the old grandfather and the verb phrase was helpless. See children, we can classify the noun phrase as article, adjective and head noun. Which is article here? The. Then which is adjective here? Old. What is adjective? Already we have discussed here. Adjective is a word that modifies or describes noun or pronoun. Here the noun is grandfather. So the word old is adjective. That is, it describes or modifies the word grandfather. And the head noun here is grandfather. So children, noun phrase the old grandfather can be classified as article, adjective and head noun. Now look at the verb phrase was helpless. Here in this sentence, the old grandfather was helpless. Is there any main verbs? That is verb, action word. Verb means we know that action word. So is there any action word that is main verb? We can't see any action word, verb here. So here was is considered as main verb. In this sentence, the old grandfather was helpless. Was is considered as main verb. And the word helpless is here complement of this sentence. Helpless is here complement of the sentence. Do you know children what is complement? Okay, let's study about complement. What is a complement? The words added to complete an incomplete sentence. What is a complement? Complement are the words added to complete an incomplete sentence. It is added to an incomplete sentence to make it a complete one. Got it? What is complement? Complement are the words added to complete an incomplete sentence. Let's go through an example. See children, the boy seemed. If I am saying that the example, the boy seemed, is it complete sentence? When I come to the classroom and I am simply saying that the boy seemed. What the boy seemed? So it is incomplete sentence. Here I am saying that the boy seemed upset. Now, is it become a complete sentence? Yes, it become a complete sentence now. So here upset is complement. Look at this sentence. The dog is. When I am saying simply the dog is, what the dog is? Is it a meaningful sentence? Is it a complete sentence? No. If I am saying the dog is hungry, then it become a complete sentence. So the word hungry is here complement. So complement are the words added to complete an incomplete sentence. Clear children? Complement are of subject and object complement. What is subject complement? What is object complement? Let's see children. Subject complement. A subject complement is a word or phrase that follows a linking verb and identifies or describes the subject of a sentence. What is subject complement? It describes the subject of a sentence. Words which describe subject of a sentence are called subject complement. Then what is object complement? An object complement is a word that follows the direct object of a sentence and adds more information about the object. Object complement gives more information about this object. Subject complement gives more information or describes the subject of a sentence. So, subject complement is a word or phrase that follows a linking verb. Linking verb means what, children? Auxiliary verbs, that is helping verbs. And it describes the subject of a sentence. But object complement follows the direct object of a sentence. And it adds more information about the object. Then see, children, subject complement adds information to the subject. Object complement adds information to the direct object. Then subject complement always follows a linking verb and object complement follows the direct object. Then subject complement always occur after a linking verb, that is auxiliary verb or helping verb. Then object complement often used with verbs like call, elect, appoint, choose, make and create. Once more, children, what is subject complement? It is a word or phrase that follows a linking verb and describes the subject of a sentence. Object complement is a word that follows the direct object and adds more information about the object. Let's go through the examples. Look at the first sentence. Algebra is difficult. Here, algebra is the subject, is linking verb. That is helping verbs. Already we have discussed here that subject complement always follows linking verb. So is here linking verb and difficult is the subject complement. That is, it gives more information about the subject. It describes the subject or it gives more information about the subject. That is subject complement. Look at this example, children. Practice makes algebra easy. Here practice is the subject, makes is the verb, algebra is the direct object, okay, and easy, it describes or it gives information about the object algebra. So easy is here object complement. So complements are essential to complete the meaning of a sentence. Is it clear, children? Let's come back to this example again. The old grandfather was helpless. We can classify this sentence as noun phrase and verb phrase. Noun phrase, the old grandfather, and again we classified the noun phrase as article, adjective and head noun. Article, the adjective, that means it describes a noun or pronoun, that is here old, and the head noun grandfather, that is noun, grandfather. And the verb phrase was helpless. Here there are no other main verbs, so was is considered as main verb, and here helpless. I taught you that children, helpless considered as complement. So which complement is this? Subject complement or object complement? Could you identify, children? Yes, helpless here is subject complement because it describes or it gives more information about the subject, that is the old grandfather. It gives more information about the grandfather, that is grandfather was helpless. So helpless here is subject complement. Children, one more important information that sometimes a noun phrase can either be a single word, that is head noun, or more than one word, that is head noun plus modifier. So children, let's wind up our revision section. Along with this, you should go through the question answers, appreciation of the poem and other activities. All the very best for your exam. Thank you very much.